This week,
a flexible schedule change,
new school spirit attire,
a senior USA volleyball champion,
theater students raising awareness.
All this and more on the MWHS Wildcat News. In hopes of benefiting both students and faculty, Millard West has implemented a brand new 30-minute study hall in place of our usual quality time. Staff reporters Seth DeFries, Abby Delgapa, and Jacob Hargens give us more on this new schedule.
A new school year means new changes come with it. In the 2022-23 school year, the biggest new change to students' days is the addition of flex time.
Flex time is intended to provide academic and behavior support for students. The idea is ultimately, if we can provide them time during the day to have those supports, we will see a higher level of achievement for all of our students.
After students experienced flex time for the first time, it had mixed emotions, especially with the removal of QT.
As much as I miss my QT teacher, I think flex time is much better.
With the new change to the schedule, teachers are happy with the change which introduced flex time.
I think it'll be great for my students that are in activities and have work after school and they just don't have time to come in. It gives them a great opportunity to come get help during the day.
People blame flex time for the reason we only have 6-minute passing periods. Now, however, that is not the case. The staff wanted to use their academic hours the most they could, so those extra 2 minutes were sacrificed.
We intend for flex time to be part of our schedule long term. However, just like with any other change, it's important to monitor, gather data, make sure it's working effectively the way we intended, and ultimately to continually look at what is best practice for students? What can we ultimately do and how can we do it? So to say something will be permanent, that would probably be premature. However, I'm hoping it will work the way we intend, and I'm hoping that it'll be part of our schedule long term.
For the MWHS Wildcat News, this has been Jacob Hargens,
Seth DeFries,
And Abby Delgapa.
Last week, the Millard Public Schools Board of Education voted to amend the 2022-2023 calendar, adding in 2 days off for the students and work days for teachers. These days are November 8th and March 17th. As some may have seen around campus, a new strand of game day shirts are made each week correlating to the upcoming football games. However, many don't realize the amount of hard work and creativity each shirt holds. Editor-in-Chief Quinn Burton and I provide an inside look on this colorful proposal of school spirit.
In the midst of football season, one junior working with DECA has found a way to help unify her peers and promote school spirit through the use of her innovative designs, which she displays on game day t-shirts.
DECA, it was the start of last year. The first thing I did for them was the Wildcat Crazies t-shirt. She wanted some options, and so she had several people send in designs, and mine didn't get picked, but through that she reached out to me again and asked if I wanted to design things for DECA.
In order to bring Clarissa's designs into the store and ready to wear, her DECA advisor works directly alongside her.
I work directly with our student designer to get her the themes. We collaborate. We've used some flex time this year to finalize designs together. I will essentially go through with approving them and then getting those orders placed so that we can start making those t-shirts. And so just keeping up with like the timeline, the organization piece of it, approval of the designs, and working very closely with her to get those pushed out.
To get the word out and promote the game day t-shirts, students in the DECA department have taken on the role of social media management as an advertising tactic.
My role is to help Chloe Kirshner, she's the senior officer in charge of the social media, help just like make the different things to post, have the shirts, have the prices, where you can buy them, for her to actually post on Instagram. I look for the size, so I look up Instagram posts and then whatever theme I'm looking for. So if it's the Hawaiian football game, I find a Hawaiian background, or if it's green out, something green, just to match the t-shirt.
The DECA department has benefited greatly from Clarissa's creativity and the hard work these students have put in. As a new football game approaches each week, other students get the opportunity to check out the latest t-shirt designs and support DECA members. For the MWHS Wildcat News, this has been Quinn Burton and Carly Bailey. The PSAT is being offered on October 12th to freshmen, sophomores, and juniors. Check in the guidance office and daily announcements for more information.
With our very own homecoming quickly approaching, Student Council has released the themes for the upcoming Spirit Week. Make sure to check out the daily announcements or posters hung in the hallways to stay updated on the themes for each day.
Taking home the gold for the USA Boys Volleyball Championships, senior Cameron Daniels presented both dedication and teamwork while leading his team to victory. Staff reporters Nate Baroker, Colin Rabaya, and Ariana Griffin have the story.
Over the summer, Millard West senior Cameron Daniels got invited to the High Flyers Volleyball Club to compete in the USA Boys 2022 National Championship in Las Vegas. Has made KETV with their stunning performance at and before Nationals.
Being the only boys club team in the state, Cameron and the High Flyers had a lot of pressure leading up to the national tournament.
We won, it was kind of like surreal, like it didn't feel real, but now it's like just kind of cool to know that like you're a national champion.
In the championship game, Cameron had a leading role on the team by pushing them into a comeback, and his Millard West volleyball team couldn't resist recognizing it.
I think he was a great leader because he was their setter, so he was like the quarterback of the team. And I did watch the game on Facebook Live, and they were down like 13-5 in the second set, and he came back setting the entire time, and he was serving and came back, and it got tied 13-13.
I feel like I can just easily connect with them on a different level because I know what they go through with volleyball, and I go through the same thing when I play.
Following up the game, his teammates were showered with information about Daniel's win on social media.
It was definitely cool to just go on Twitter and Instagram and see like posts and videos that his team won nationals for, I think it was 18, so.
Just taking score for the team or line checking to make sure the ball doesn't go out of bounds, he is always willing to help the team benefit. This has been Colin Rabaya,
Anna Griffin,
and Nate Broker for the MWHS Wildcat News.
Just a reminder for seniors. Senior photos are due on November 1st. Please see Mr. Hilburn in room 312 if you have any questions.
Last week, while many enjoyed the day off, Millard West Theater students marched along in the downtown Omaha Labor Day Parade to promote both the Moonshell Festival as well as their very own shows. Here to cover the event are staff reporters Bowie Zepka and Avery Looney.
On September 5th, the Millard West Drama Department was invited to the Labor Day Parade of downtown Omaha to help promote the Moonshell Storytelling Festival for Nebraska Story Arts.
So today we are here to help out with the Moonshell Storytelling Festival, which is a festival that happens every year at Mahoney State Park. And basically a bunch of people from all around come to Mahoney and they tell their stories, and every year the theater department volunteers to help set it up and do any work that needs to be done. So we're marching with them in the Labor Day Parade to spread awareness that it's happening and get the word out.
Along with getting the word out about the Moonshell Festival, the group was also able to silently inform the audience about their past and upcoming shows.
Well, we were all asked to wear specific show shirts and like theater shirts. So the fact that these are all previous shows from my freshman year, that really helps to promote our past shows and encourage people to come to our current shows like Legally Blonde and Clue and Trapped in the future.
The event featured tons of different crowds displaying what was important to them. The department got to use their voices while also having a fun opportunity for them to bond during this annual event.
I would just say that like it's a really fun time to just like get to know other people, especially because we do it for our drama troupe. It's like a really fun way to just like get to know each other outside of school.
As the theater department starts off its new season, they're working harder and harder on their approaching shows and being more involved in the community. For the MWHS Wildcat News, this has been Bowie Zekha and Avery Looney.
That's all for this week, Wildcats. Make sure to follow us on Twitter and check out The Catalyst for more stories like these.
For the MWHS Wildcat News, this has been Quinn Burton
and Carly Bailey signing off.